I've been enjoying local rabbit cookery here in Aragon, and as promised, today begins with a lesson. Traditional Aragonese rabbit with rice, demonstrated by local farmer Miguel, proud to pass on the recipe he grew up with. Then I'll show you the Academy's go-to rabbit recipe, the one I'd choose if I only had one chance to introduce someone to rabbit. Dear gastro-pilgrims, I hold before me the venerable and versatile Aragonese rancho, a generous traditional one-pot meal of rice and meat and really whatever the countryside provides. This is Los Monegros, where except for the hardiest crops, little grows without irrigation. The rabbits, however, don't seem to mind, and I've squandered more time than I care to admit trying to get within range of them. To be perfectly honest, I prefer shooting them with a telephoto lens. So today I was more than happy to leave both the hunting and the cooking to someone else, and I arrive in Los Monegros as a student. One of the great pleasures of traditional cookery is that from village to village, no two good cooks make quite the same dish. This is the campsite at Vallfarta, where I've come to study the local version of Aragonese rancho.
Tenemos conejo cazado en el monte.
Locally shot young tender rabbit. As I said, it's a wonderfully versatile dish, so you'll just as often find it made with lamb, chicken, or a mixture of meats.
Whiskey.
This is Miguel's own version, complete with whiskey and beer. The Academy's classic version is also available in the recipe archives on the website. I'm struck by Miguel's technique. For a farmer, his movements in the kitchen are remarkably professional and polished. It turns out Miguel learnt rabbit cookery as a boy alongside his father in the fields. It shows.
Ahora con los tractores vienes a comer a casa. Entonces se quedan a dormir 6 o 7 días en el monte, ¿me entiendes?
Wow. He insists on breaking the potatoes rather than cutting them cleanly, the rough edges releasing starch into the broth. He begins, as so many great Spanish dishes do, by gently softening onion and peppers in a generous puddle of Monegros olive oil, with garlic added a little later. ¿Cómo podemos saber que está hecho?
Porque ya los ingredientes se han puesto ya blandos y la cebolla se ha puesto color dorado. ¿Ahí dónde está lo del centro de que tiran basuras?
Por aquí hay mucho conejo, ¿verdad?
Muchísimo, demasiado.
Es una plaga.
Una plaga. Tenemos problemas en la...
Es otra cosa.
Al frente es la cooperativa donde van.
The rabbit is seasoned, added to the vegetables and turned over a lively heat until lightly brown.
Cuando lo cogió Pilar, entre todos. Y ahora ya ves que ayudamos y no está, ya venimos. La liebre es un animal de paso.
Ah, está aquí 5 minutos y luego se va.
O pasa, viene de la montaña que va a la ribera, Mira, en tiempos me contaban... Queda poco, Peter? Aprovecha. Ya está. Y échala así como repartiéndola. Eso es, muy bien.
A can of beer is added and given a few minutes to reduce before the stock goes in. Venga. Miguel now leaves everything to bubble gently for 20 to 30 minutes. Though if you're using farmed rabbit, this stage is probably unnecessary.
Pues pincho la carne para ver cómo está de cocción.
The rice is then added. 100 grams per person is the usual measure. Cook for around 16 minutes until the rice is just tender and still slightly creamy, not dry like a paella. Here's one I made later with all the confidence gained from watching Miguel at work. There's a lovely theory which says that Spain was named after its rabbits, and here in Los Monegros, it's easy to see why. Lesson 1 in rabbit cookery, a masterclass in simplicity and astonishing flavour. Growing up in the UK, one learnt how to love and care for a rabbit, yet not much was said about how to cook one. Here in Los Monegros, they're considered something of a pest. And here in one of the driest corners of Spain, they do remarkably well for themselves. So here's the Academy's go-to rabbit recipe for those days when you've knocked off after a day in the fields, bagged a rabbit on the way home, and just fancy something straightforward and delicious. Sensible cooks never discard the nutritious liver. Here it forms the backbone of the sauce, along with onion, garlic, fried bread, olive oil, and a drop of the local stuff. The first step is the picada. Bread, garlic and liver are fried in olive oil before being pounded into a paste that becomes the sauce. There's no great art to jointing a rabbit. Generous pieces, letting the cleaver do the work. A little more oil if needed, then in go the rabbit pieces, fried until golden all over. They're replaced by finely chopped onion, gently cooked until soft. The rabbit returns to the pot. It's stirred for a minute before receiving a handsome glass of white wine. Let the wine bubble down a little before stirring in the previously pounded paste. Half a glass of water and a couple of bay leaves go in. Cover the pot and let everything simmer gently until the rabbit is tender. This is one of those simple country preparations that hardly needs a name. You might hear mountain rabbit, hunter's rabbit, farmhouse rabbit and so on. Take your pick. Rosemary rabbit, why not? So if I had just one chance to introduce someone to rabbit, this would be it. If, like me, you enjoy these old country recipes, we'd be delighted to welcome you to the Academy. Just follow the link in the description to the Culinary Academy of the Pyrenees. Buen provecho y que fluya el vino.